Hey everyone, welcome to Aplomb Cycles. It's been a little bit and we've had some progress on the frame. I'll show you. Here we go. This is the whole thing, but this next video is just, we're working on the front triangle. This back stuff will show bending and stuff in another video, but this is pretty cool. We're actually holding a chromoly disc brake race frame. Not many of these around. So let's watch me do some tack welding and just getting the front triangle ready to go. And we'll see you soon. All right, so here we go. We're adding some flux. This is gas flux, it's the type B flux, and now we're gonna do some tack welding of the bottom bracket and then the down tube and then up to the head tube. And we're tacking and doing this first layer of welding with gas flux brand GF72 1/16 rod, and it's the nickel silver. The nickel silver is, it's got a higher melt point at 935 degrees Celsius. It's got actually a higher tensile strength of 80,000 PSI. So that is a good assurance. Paul Brody taught me how to do it with that, and that's how I continue to do it because he's had frames last forever. So, you know, listen to the master, Paul Brody. He's the boss. And that nickel silver rod is also used for, you know, for welding stainless steel and just regular steel and tungsten carbide. But anyways, here we are welding and doing kind of the finish welding of the nickel silver onto the head tube. And then we're going to be going on to the bottom bracket and things like that. We're getting that all tacked in. And then now, fast forward, I've got the C tube and the top tube. Recorded some of that, but it didn't look very good, so here we go. We're doing that. We're getting it all tacked in, and I'm trying to be somewhat strategic of where I'm welding so the whole frame doesn't turn into a taco chip, but I'm still learning to try to figure out where things are going to pull and go back and forth. So I'm just kind of going around in different spots, but once that spot is hot, I kind of have to let it rip because you have to get it hot everywhere. When it's hot, then the brazing rod will flow, and we can melt those dissimilar metals together. That nickel silver, there's no silver in it. It's actually just nickel and brass and a mixture of other fun things in there. But I'm no metallurgist, but I just play on TV. So continuing to do the front triangle here. Getting the top tube to the C tube. That C tube's pretty thin, so once it gets going, it moves pretty fast. That C tube's thin walled, and I think my top tube is 035. And yeah, this is gonna be. I'm really stoked about how this bike's gonna turn out. A couple frustrations here and there, but it's coming together. Getting it all welded, trying to lay a nice fillet all the way around, and with the nickel silver it's a smaller fillet too.
The flux off the frame. Who washes their bikes in the bathtub?
Yes, I'm washing it in the tub.
Get hot water on there to get all the flux off. So that's kind of what we ought to do here.
Letting it have a little soak in nice hot water. Next process will be getting the back end tacked on there and the bronze.